Hi, welcome back. In this next video, we're going to do a defense that's technically a long stick defense against a knife attack. It can also be a similar defense for a club. The stick that we're using this is a wooden training sword. The stick length should really be the fact that you can hold both hands and have it at chest level and still have some stick sticking out the ends. It's not a small stick, it's a long stick. In the curriculum, the defense that we use with this size stick is also the same defense that we use with a long gun against a knife stab. If you're stuck at home and there's no training weapons to use, it can be a broom. Now this is also an example of just being able to train with common objects as well, being able to pick up a broom and use that broom to defend yourself. So, it's technically listed as long stick defense against knife attack. Because it carries over for, carrying a broom or a long gun or a short wooden stick, we tend to hold it the same way no matter what tool we're using. So, when you hold this, one hand at the bottom, usually if you're right-handed, the palm will be facing down, fingers are on top. On the other side, the palm is facing up, fingers are below. The stick is being held in the web between the forefinger and the thumb. We keep our fingers open, we don't hold on tight, we keep it loose. The stick is pinched between the fingers and the thumb. The stick is held at around breast level. It's not too high and it's not too low. It is held at this defense. So if I'm not holding the stick in my hand, I'm at my punching defense stance or forward outlet stance. So, just like 360 against outside attacks, our defensive structure is like a circle. With stick, it's more like a square, all right? So there's this box being starting right above our head and ending right below our groin and right outside the shoulders on the left and on the right side. Just like 360 starts up high and kind of covers all these different angles. 360 has more positions because your arm is not as long as a stick will be. So you can cover more defensive area by holding a stick. So you have to kind of use your imagination. I don't really have a partner here to attack me. So the first defense is against an overhand knife attack. So the knife is coming overhand towards my head or my clavicle area. So just like 360, when my hand comes up to block, my chin comes down, my eyes are still looking forward. You don't want to expose your face. So in that same way, the stick comes up, your chin goes down, the hard part of your skull is pointed up. You never want to take the blade into your skull, but if you do, take a little, you want it to be right on top. So from this angle, I'm holding the stick here, my hand is coming up like I'm punching the stick towards the ceiling, aiming to hit the attacker's wrist. So if I'm holding a knife, the stick is hitting my wrist hard. From this angle, you're hitting the bone on the side of your wrist. As soon as you do that, and I'm going to lower the stick a little bit so you can see more of the angle. As soon as the attack meets the wrist, the lead part of the stick, the end that's exposed with the hand up, is redirecting and then coming in. So from this angle, you're blocking, redirecting, and then punching. You punch forward with the stick. So if the center line of the attacker is here on this line, I block. I don't push the weapon away. I block, I redirect. I am just pushing the knife hand up. The stick is going from a horizontal position to a vertical position. So my stick is directly in line of where I want to hit, which is the attacker's center line. With the long gun, my hand is in that same position. I'm coming up, I'm blocking, redirecting, and then punching. You're going to be doing a block, redirect, and coming straight in. Now the attack is coming low. It's an underhand attack towards the groin, abdomen, and stomach area. So the block is coming down, and it's the same redirection, punching straight towards the face. Punching down against the wrist, Now instead of the front going down, the butt end comes up, and then you punch straight in. The weapon movement replaces the hand defense. But just like we have a hand defense and a body defense, when I block and I redirect, I make the body defense and then punch straight forward. So up, I block, redirect, body defense, punch straight to the face, ground, block, redirect, punch straight towards the face. Block, redirect with body defense, punch to the face, block, redirect body defense, punch to the face. You want to avoid making big movements where you redirect and now the weapon is here and it's not pointed directly at the center line. This is similar to, I think it's called riposte in fencing, where you just redirect and come straight in. You don't slash around. That's overhand, then underhand. If the attacker is swinging, slashing from the sides, this is where your hand placement comes into play. If the knife is coming here, I don't have time to bring this side up. And then it blocks too close to me anyway. So I want to bring the far side. So if the attack is coming from this side, I push up, I block, attack. If the attack is coming from the other side, I block with the body defense and attack. So the attack is coming on this side. It's from the attacker's left hand. I am redirecting with my left hand so that I am farther away from the blade, which will be there. I push off and then I attack. The weapon's coming from this side. I come with the far hand. I'm pushing this up, body defense and attacking. And this is where the hand placement becomes important because of the fact that the stick needs to go this way. It's easier for me to push it up. If it's going that way, I push it up. If my hand was like this, it would be much harder to do so. The long gun, all four positions. Up, redirect, punch, block, redirect, punch, block, redirect, punch, block, redirect, punch. All right, that is a long stick against knife attacks. But it's the same thing if somebody's swinging a stick at you overhand or horizontal. It's not as common to swing a stick upwards, but it is common for a close range knife attack. No matter what you have, whatever you can grab that's long enough, a baseball bat, you want to make sure when that knife comes low that you're putting your hips back to get the body as far away as you can without losing distance. And you want to punch that weapon down. All right, it's almost like a two-hand punch so they feel the weight, the hardness of the attack onto their wrist. There's a very good chance that that attacker's weapon is going to go flying out of their hands. Same thing when I block upwards. All right, I want to come up and make that attack, that block is aggressive. It should be hurting your attacker. Thank you. Kida.